We did well with both Death Knight and Druid yesterday. I think Death Knight is genuinely fun without just relying on Malignant Horror all the time. Scary Kasparov video is wild, isn't it though? Like this video was on the Battle.net Hearthstone client. Like when you open Battle.net in order to play Hearthstone, it was the featured video for a while. And it made me insane, and I felt like I had no one to talk to about the nuances of why it made me insane. American History X. It's been a long time since I saw American History X. A Banshee here? I guess, like, I don't know, 3.5 out of 5 blobs, but my memory of that movie is long distant. I will say, Edward Norton is a performer who I don't get. I don't understand the affection for him. He's usually solid when I see him and stuff, but I've seen him in a lot of movies. I've never seen him bring anything extra or special. Probably the closest he came was American History X. I just watched him in Glass Onion, and it was a big shrug of a performance for me. He's so blasé. I mean, yeah, I don't get the affection. Upkeeper Banshee. I think Banshee is promising as an undead card. Jesus. Every time I take Invincible, it's kind of crap, but we have a nice start, I guess. Or we could just take Lich King. We'll go Invincible again, I think. See if we can make it work this time, getting it early in the draft. Deep Blue really did seem to break Kasparov's brain. The part of the video where I lost it, I don't know if you've gotten there yet, but the reveal as to what the setup actually was the whole time, I was like, why are you gaslighting Gary Kasparov for Hearthstone audiences? I don't understand what you were thinking about. But Slissa is a streamer who I know, so it was just really funny to see how that all played out. And funny to think that the people watching that video, most of them would be like, "Oh yeah, Slissa," and not know who Gary Kasparov was. Well, Meat Grinder feels a lot less necessary without Malignant Horror, but it is a mech, which could be promising. Anti-magic shell's fine. Ooh, my goodness. What a pick here. These are both fantastic cards. 2 reds and a green? Could be nice. Meat Grinder does help Corpse Explosion, I guess. The Deep Blue games are mind-blowing. At one point, Deep Blue, the AI, made a significant error due to a mismanagement in memory, but Kasparov was under the impression he was playing a beast, so he interpreted it as like a galaxy brain move. The psychological effect of thinking you're playing a computer is specifically something Kasparov has talked about at length. Uh-huh. Yeah, plays that don't make sense to you. If you're playing a human, you know, you can assume they have a similar thought process to a certain extent and work through it. But if it's a computer, it's kind of anything goes. Chill Fallen's better? Corpse Explosion's like one of the only cards that clears everything, though. It's true that Baron might be better. Card draw is pretty important in Death Knight. I'm really torn here. I'm really torn. You'd rather have Chill Fallen? Hate the playstyle of stalling for a clear. Take the card draw. God, now it's another tough one because Frost Strike is so good, but I don't love double Frost, and I do love Coroner. Oh man, Bifrost is really good too, but it's no Frost Strike. Coroner has a higher win rate than Frost Strike, if you can believe it. What does Frost Strike really get you though? Marrow, or the thing that shoots the missiles. It gets you defrost. Like, what Frost Rune cards are really that desirable? That is one. That's a big one, Frost Rune Fury. More Frost Strikes? That doesn't work though, right? This has been a very confusing draft so far. Alright, we'll go Frost Strike. Like Graveyard Shift. The one thing about Corpse Explosion that's nice is, like, you feel like you have something to collect corpses for. This is good for invincible stuff, I think. Yeah. Howling Blast or Anti-Magic Shell, huh? Howling Blast or Anti-Magic Shell? Probably the Howling Blast. Yeah. I don't know that we have the best shell deck. Yeti's fine. I'll probably take another Sidekick though. Okay, I might take the sword here in a bad bucket, even though I really don't care for the sword. Banshee... This is how bad the sword is. Banshee has a better win rate. Alright, do I take Banshee here? I mean, it's good with Invincible. Ever study Theater of the Absurd? Sure. Yeah, a little bit. Waiting for Godot? I love that. That's a great play. It's a weapon though, and sometimes the discount matters. Yeah, it is a weapon. It's a bad one. A bad one. And we have enough undead that Banshee probably does stuff. It's partially because of Double Frost being weak, it's true. But we're talking a 3.5% differential, which is pretty damn significant. I don't think you can ignore 3.5% differential. Peasant for card draw. Arms dealer, I guess. We are looking kind of small, but maybe with Chill Fallen Baron, Umbral Geist, Frost Strike, maybe we'll be okay. Now that's a weapon I can totally get behind. This weapon can win games. Oh no, our Gorilla Bot, we were looking for this guy. We have to take Bone Mare, but I really wanted the mech combo. Maybe it'll still happen. It's good cards. So we are lacking 5s, but I'll still take the Death Speaker. Embalmer wins games. Maybe a Bomb Squad here. Horse DK. Yeah, right. Are all these horses going in the same direction? Is there like a salt lick over there or something? If we could pick up... I guess we're not in the healing archetypes, huh? Bomb Squad makes me feel a little fragile, but... I think it's okay. Here I'd take a corner. We somehow are light on 2s despite not having any middle game. Forced into a Mystic here. Can't wait to give the opponent Astalor. What is this crap? I'll take a Ravencaller, I suppose. Hog Rider's okay. Hog Rider's okay. Same win rate. Yeah, need a suspect here. Don't care so much about Body Bagger in this deck. What is this crap? I'm gonna take a Mad Hatter. I think we could be ahead on the board. I don't at all like the 1-drop, and I really don't need the 3-drop. Although a lot of our 3s aren't 3s. It's like we don't have anything in our deck yet, even though we're 27 picks in. We don't have 3s or 2s. I guess we have 1s. This is actually a Death Knight problem that I've noticed. Sometimes you're so reactive you don't get just stuff. Hatter is fine. I'll go Hatter. Ever take Racketeer? Or just another Sidekick. 3 Sidekicks could be kinda... I mean, you could maybe get some lethal or something. Take the 5 here. What a weird draft. I feel like maybe we should have gone for the Corpse Explosion, because we ended up committing to Double Frost and we got, like, fucking nothing. I haven't seen Flight 93. Looks like a decent deck, though. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't really see it, though. Our win con is Invincible and Battle Master. Like, our curve is not a good enough curve to win on tempo. Our curve's not enough of a curve to win on tempo, and all 3 of our top-end cards require us to be high tempo, so I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Something like Graveyard Shift could be really sticky for sure. We'll find stuff in the Geists, maybe? I don't know. If I were the Lich King, I'd be mad you picked his Force over him. It was probably the right call, although I do enjoy Lich King more. Yeah, the undead synergies do kind of pop. They do kind of pop. That's the big plus of this deck, I think. What hero power are you gonna have? Are they that bad that you really don't know? That's a good one. Damn. 1 damage? Ouch. Well, that makes my Geist worse, I suppose. Makes my shift worse, too. Asphyxiate, one of the many cards we could have gotten if we'd gone for the Blood Earth. We'll see how the deck plays. I feel like I'm writing it off too soon. Maybe I just want Banshee here. I'd feel better about Double Frost had we gotten offered more Frost spells. Well, that's the rub, right? You commit to Frost early and you don't really get the stuff offered. I also think a lot of Frost spells are bad. I would say of the 3, Frost is probably my least favorite archetype. And if we're talking about Death Knights who I'm facing against, probably Blood is my least favorite. Which is funny because it's not the strongest, but I just get really annoyed by healing and removal sometimes, so... Okay. Hero Power Mind Eater? Sure. I have seen that one if you wanna do a points redemption, John. Who hasn't seen Avengers Endgame? Whomst hasn't? It was mandatory viewing for being alive. Nate and I haven't seen it? Well, you two are dead, and I love you for it. A baby lizard just popped its cute little head up behind my monitor screen. What? Is it typical where you live to have lizards in your house? If so, then that's great. Yeah, John, you wanna... That's alright, I won't be picky about the channel points redeem. Saw that in theaters in a group when in the army, I forgot like all of it. One theory I saw for Death Knight drafts is that drafting triple runes earlier in draft makes your deck crappy. It's just you get offered fewer rune cards, I think, when you commit early to a triple archetype. And because you get offered fewer rune cards, which tend to be stronger, the decks are often mushier. Okay, so... Avengers Endgame. Destroy the highest attack enemy minion. Well, that's a 50-50. I could... No, I don't have enough mana for that. 5 in and then 3. And 2. Wait a minute. +2. And then Hero Power and Geist. I don't know if this is what I want, but it's what I'm doing. Mad Hatter? Boo. Alright, I'll get to you, Hero Mekio, right after I talk about Avengers Endgame. Been attracting animals to the cute balcony garden. Nice. That's adorable. Okay, Avengers Endgame, I would rate 0.5 out of 5 blobs. Probably one of the worst movie watching experiences I've ever had in the theater. It was really actually a remarkable experience because that's a long movie with a lot of stuff in it. And I walked away from that movie feeling distinctly like there was not one single thing in that movie for me. Like, me as an audience member, they didn't put a single thing in there for me to enjoy and appreciate. It was not made for me at all. I thought them jamming in as a solution to their corner they wrote themselves into, I thought them jamming in a time travel plot was insanely lazy writing. And even furthermore, beyond that, I thought that treating the time travel plot like a fucking greatest hits episode of a sitcom, like a clip show. They treated it like a clip show. Like, I actually was somehow surprised at the fan wankery, the lazy fan wankery on display. Even after all these years of fan wankery, I still am able to be surprised that they made their climactic movie of the whole initial saga of the MCU into a clip show. How debased. And it's a shame because I used to like those directors. I thought they did a good job with The Winter Soldier. There was stuff I liked in Civil War, and I even appreciated aspects of Infinity War. But at Endgame, I was like, wow. Like, the writing totally fell apart. There's so many missed opportunities. It's all just, like, references and quips. There's no stakes to any of it. Which is funny, because they're trying to build the biggest stakes possible. But for example, one little writing detail that made me mad is they bothered to get Tilda Swinton in the movie to reprise her role as the chief sorcerer or whatever. They bothered to get her in the movie. And they have this scene where, for some reason that doesn't make sense character-wise, Bruce Banner's kind of menacing her into giving them some MacGuffin that they need. And she punches his Bruce Banner self out of his body so that only the Hulk remains. And everyone's like, huh, well, that's strange that that could happen. And then they just move on with the movie. How did that not spawn a really entertaining and effective set piece where the Hulk, without Bruce Banner in the body, goes ballistic and rampages across the city, and Spirit Bruce has to team up with Sorcerer Supreme to figure out how to get back in the body? Now, that sounds like an interesting thing that could happen that also speaks to Bruce's character at that point, because here's another thing that pisses me off. The movie starts and he's solved his character arc. Off screen, he's like, oh yeah, I'm just always the Hulk now and I'm fine and I can talk. Off screen it happens. What? Are you kidding me? We've been waiting 10 movies to figure out how Bruce Banner makes peace with his psyche, and it happens off screen with no explanation whatsoever. But the stuff with with the Sorcerer Supreme could have spoken to that. Like, oh, he's actually repressing all his issues now that she's punched him out of his own body. We need to have some reckoning with regards to his multiple selves and blah, 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 blah. Also, I love you 3000 or whatever. Come on, give me a break. Also, we're supposed to be sad at, like, Tony Stark's untimely demise. Sorry, spoiler alert. We're supposed to be sad about it, but it's the same exact beat of his near death in the first Avengers movie. It's the same exact beat. And I would have been happy to be emotional when it happened the first time, but they kicked the can 10 years down the line. And it's just the same sacrifice. Like, how is it that in 10 movies, his character is in the same place it was 10 movies ago? Because there's no character development. Okay. 0.5 out of 5 blobs. Tremendous disrespect for that movie. I just lost like 10 viewers because I was ragging on the Avengers Endgame, I think. The death of Thanos as a tyrant? Even Thanos was bored of that movie. He was just like hanging out on a farm. He's like, y'all can kill me if you want. I don't really want to be here anymore. I'm done. Oh, and just one last thing. There's a climactic moment where Scarlet Witch comes up against Thanos, and this is like bad writing in a nutshell. This is like a perfect symbol of bad writing. Scarlet Witch comes in hot, and she's like, "You took everything from me!" And Thanos says, "I don't even know who you are." Well, that's an example of a conflict that you have set up very poorly if two characters are coming into climactic battle and they don't even know who each other are. There's no stakes to that. There's no drama. There's no conflict. It's just things happening. I laughed when they did that line. It was supposed to be like a badass line or something, but it's just telling on themselves. Like, oh yeah, we've like reset these characters so much and lost track of who hates who and have not... Yeah, RRR is good. Marcus, thank you for the gifted sub to Shio96. I really appreciate that. The writers didn't bother to introduce us. Less catchy. The writer's room just remembered that this version of me wouldn't have any idea who this version of you is. So let's fight anyway, I guess, because it's supposed to happen. Wasn't Drax supposed to kill Thanos? Anyway. Make up for the for the Exodus. Yeah. It just means more when characters know who each other are and they're fighting. That's like a core tenet of drama. Put two bodies out and try to Mad Hatter. I don't know, that's a bit risky. Maybe just Bomb Squad. I don't love using Bomb Squad here either. I don't really like using this. I don't like any play I have. Maybe Hero Power and Hatter. What if we hit? No, I don't want to do that. What if we had her, and if they all go to the Possessifier, then we corner? But if two go here, and one goes there... then we could do this. Alright, that works. Midsummer. A strong 4 out of 5 blobs for me. I love Midsummer. My heart is with Hereditary over Midsummer, personally. I think Midsummer does a ton of really interesting things. The cinematography of it is really compelling. Daylight horror, it really leans into the nauseating queasiness of sunlight, which I can respect as somebody who much prefers to be in the dark. Good coroner, that. And web weave even? That ain't bad. When I think of Midsummer, I think about the scene where she's tripping, and he shoots it in a way that makes it feel like we're tripping. Just really good transference of subjectivity. And I think of the maypole scene as a really incredible... Like, the whole movie is just packed with amazing ways of visually communicating subjective experience. It's like a masterclass in that. Even just sitting around the picnic table and looking at each other and feeling woozy, and there's all sorts of scenes like that, and they're really compelling, intense. I think there's a lot of misreadings of that movie. I've heard far too many lazy feminist readings about how he was like a shitty boyfriend to her, and the ending is her like girl power moment, dump him, you know, live your life, blah blah blah. But it's really a total misreading of the movie, in my opinion. I think that they were in a mutually toxic codependent relationship. And reducing that to men are pigs is like kind of exactly antithetical to what the movie's trying to get across. Like, it is especially ugly given what happens to his character at the end. Alright, good Invincible here, I suppose. Just as a side note. Also, he really reminds me of Seth Rogen. I love Midsummer and would love it more if the first 5 to 10 minutes were removed. That's an interesting take. The first 5 to 10 minutes seem like they're from a different movie to me. And so, by the way, this is cool because if they Frostmourne this, they only get a 1/1 back, so I'm happy about that. They feel like they're from a different movie. More specifically, they feel like residual from Hereditary's tone. And I wonder how much of that is intentional as a transition from a first movie and everyone's expectations for more of the first movie to a second movie that's actually quite different. But I suppose you're also talking about some of the, like, friends talking to each other scenes, which I didn't really particularly care for either. Yeah, I'm excited for Beau is Afraid. Looks great. I did finally watch the trailer. Not enough movies get across the fact that summer is kind of gross, you're sweaty, you're too hot, you just want to shower, and there's bees! Yeah, yeah. And you stumble into a shed and there's rotting bodies, and yeah, I hate the summer. Another really striking scene is the collective wailing, crying scene. Wow, what a gorgeous piece of theater. Theater ensemble work. Could keep Invincible as our win condition, but I think it's pretty expensive. Let's throw it away. Felt cheap, like he wanted to insert a layer of conflict and trauma to underpin the characters and main conflicts. I think it's important that there is a tragedy, because the movie is in large part about how a trauma not only affects the person, but affects the relationship and all of its dynamics. Kind of the text, like, that's just what the movie's about. I feel like it has to be there in some way, but He could have figured out a different way to activate that idea. Toni Collette was robbed of an Oscar. For what, Hereditary? Sure, I would have given her that Oscar. It's one of my favorite performances, I think. Possibly ever. If they don't show any of it, it becomes better. Okay. Just see the aftermath of it. Frost Strike. Well, we could Banshee here. Or we could get through with a Frost Strike. Maybe Frost Strike, actually. Hello. Alright, these are pretty good, chat. You got me there. These are pretty good. I think I still take Frostworm over Thessarian. These are all good, though. And Marcus, did I tell you that I watched Banshees of Inisherin? Can't remember if I had seen it when we last talked. Could do +2 and +2 to trades. I think that's fine. That's kind of why I drafted 2 of these. Should have done this first. Okay. It's a good 2-drop. Hopefully theirs is not named Astalor. I didn't tell you that. Okay, yeah, we watched it, me and Frank and Angry, and can't remember if anyone else watched it with us, but I adored it. I loved it so much. Let me look at this turn for a second, and then could kill the 2/1s and then 12 damage face. I'm kind of into it. 14 actually. Now that's okay, so this is the way we do this. We go here first, and then we do this. No, god damn it! That was a literal worst case scenario. I mean, 1, 2... Like, the odds of that. Oh, man. So, they should be at 10 right now. But what had to happen is the first hit had to hit 2 out of 5. And then the second hit had to hit, like, 1 out of 4 in the same exact place. Really annoying. Loved Colin Farrell in it. An amazingly sensitive performance. Well, everything has gone wrong. High damage. God. So from here, do we just decide not to care about their card draw and try to get face damage in, and then freeze everything and try to get lethal from there? Maybe that's the play. It's like I could damage this, freeze their board. I guess they could only draw one if we do that. Oh, I think I'm gonna go wide. I want to buff the Banshee, so I have to take it in this order. Could be a mistake, but we're going for it. Yeah, such an unbelievably petty movie, and I love the way it kind of bends towards surrealism the longer it goes on. It made me really sad, and I thought it was really beautiful too. And it's so much softer. Like, the dialogue's a lot less sharp. And I don't mean that in a bad way, just a stylistic way. It's less sharp than a lot of his other work. How do we do this from here? So 7. I think I have to take this, sadly. I was trying to save this for a final push, but I don't really see it. Love Brendan Gleeson saying no one was ever remembered for being nice, and there's a portrait of Jesus in the background. I love how dynamically we oscillate between whose side we're on from moment to moment. Because sometimes we hate Colin Farrell, we're like, you are annoying, or like, maybe treat your sister better or something. But then we're like, damn, I was on Brendan Gleeson's side, but he's kind of pretentious ass. But then we're like, look at how many people he's touching with his music. But then we're like, well, can't do much touching anymore now, can he? Yeah, great movie. Maybe we could still get there from here. A 10-10 ranged doctor. Yeah, interesting. Concoction? Jeez. Not sure whether that one wants to go face or not, because I'm really waffling between all-out face and weaken this minion ideas. Zombies? Where'd you get that from? Mystic? God damn it, Mystic always screws me. Ugh. Mystic. Or 7 with taunt. Oh my god, I could have killed all the 1/1s. It's fine. This is not going to go well, I think. I have not seen the day after. Imagine the idiot that wants nuclear war. I imagine it all the time, and I'm never happy to do it. Never happy to imagine that. It boggles my mind. Hurting themselves is a bold move. I don't think we'll be able to take advantage, but... Well, I don't know. Let's see. 2-1, a 4-1. We're only 4 off lethal. We're only 3 off lethal? Really? Could we find lethal in here? They have lethal just... Yeah, this is... We need to find some magical answer. Oh my god, wait a minute. Wait. Wait. Can I get a refund, please? You can, but you never redeemed one for Avengers Endgame, so I'm gonna let those cancel each other out. So now we're square. Hero power. Oh my god, did I fuck this up? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually didn't, but I almost did. I could have had one more attack on this with the arms dealer. This is so funny. It's better to do it this way so they think it's perfect lethal. We did it! We did it! We won the unwinnable. Our middle ground play actually kind of worked. Wow, randomly generated. That's so funny. I guess I did hear about that a while ago, Cable. Jurassic Park? Yeah, it's just, you gotta set yourself up for success as much as you can, and the rest comes down to God. All black. Four out of 5 blobs for Jurassic Park. I think that there are, technically speaking, more flaws in that film than a lot of other Spielberg. But I don't really care because I love it so much. I think it's an all-time great blockbuster. And the flaws kind of melt away from mattering when you watch the famous centerpiece scene where the T-Rex breaks the wall down and attacks the cars. Y'all watched it a couple of days ago? There are a few movies that I've seen more times than Jurassic Park, and it always feels fresh. Every time I watch it, I notice something else. Like, one of my recent rewatches, I was really appreciating the nice, relatively subtle tracking shot. Maybe around halfway or a little bit further through the movie, where Hammond's eating his ice cream and there's this like tracking shot that goes across all the Jurassic Park merchandise on the wall. A really beautiful melancholy shot that is like about the consumerism of everything. And it's funny because I recognize some of that Jurassic Park merchandise from my youth. It's like presaging its own cultural impact. Huh. Interesting. Give this a try. The special effects, I mean, this is not a hot take or anything. The special effects in Jurassic Park look better than, I'd say, 95% of contemporary special effects movies, which is outrageous because it is now, what, 10, 20, 30 fucking years old, and it looks better than stuff that's coming out now. Yeah, I'm in the Nate and Alexis camp. It still gets better. Well, I don't know if it gets better for me. Sometimes it does. But part of that is coming out of the, like, really elemental impression of the movie that I had as a kid, and getting to see the craft of it for like the first time. They just owned me. Wow. Guess we'll do this. What a weird game so far. Love how the dinosaurs sound. Yeah, the sound design's amazing. Love the characters too. I have such a... So, a movie I watched within this past year, Marcus, is Possession, not to be confused with Possessor. And I had a visceral reaction to Sam Neill in that movie because in every fiber of my being, he's the like... He's the caring father figure because of his arc in Jurassic Park. He's the soft, kind man. The practical man. And then I saw him in Possession, I was like, oh god. I feel violated. It's incredible, Marcus. It's a great movie. What a weird hand. Sure. One big thing this deck is missing for being a Frost deck is the Acolyte that draws you cards. At least we have Chill Fallen, I guess. Life Drinker. Sam Neill doesn't get enough work. He's great. I love him as a performer. His most recent strong performance, probably Hunt for the Wilder People. I don't know of any since then. But that's a movie that's definitely worth watching if you're jonesing for some Sam Neill. I might just silence this so as not to tempt fate. Maybe it's a waste, but... better safe than sorry. I'm gonna need one of these puppies to be a Scourge or something. They did rope him into that horrible Jurassic World sequel, though. Doesn't have Rush, fool. No Rush. How about this? This is like a decent way to threaten our opponent's well-being, right? If they can't clear this, we could maybe put a taunt on something. Son of a gun. It's a good clear. Where are you gonna send that puppy? Okay. Guess we start here. Okay. Let's kill that. Do we want these as Death Rattle, or do we want them out on the board for aggression? I'm gonna say out on the board for aggression. Hopefully it doesn't backfire too bad. And then we taunt this guy up. These are undeads. I really could have made them stronger, couldn't I have? We would have had to sacrifice the taunt to protect them. But it probably would have been worth it, right? That's it? Okay. Cool. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh. Okay, now we do this. First of all, I'm just gonna rush one of them down. Second of all, gonna also trade that nut down. And then we're gonna reborn one of these fellas. Looking pretty good. Alright, hit me with that Moarg, which I'm not really thrilled about. Nothing to do but to get through. Four and 2. I'll kill the taunt, I guess. It's not really doing too much here. What makes me so wise? Why, the love of Marcus here, of course. I'll see you later, Marcus. Thank you for the love. I send it right back at you. I'm glad you got to hang with our good friend Alexis. And I wish you only the very best. Void Shard would have done it. Even if they found a taunt. Veritas, they nerfed Death Knight and they buffed Hunter, and all my Hunter decks are bad and all my Death Knight decks are good. I don't know what to tell myself about that. What does it all mean? Yeah, Batplug, you know, I've heard a lot of men struggle with small sample size. It's a totally normal problem to have. Weird to keep Death Speaker with a 2-drop that will almost certainly immediately die, but yeah, we'll see. Aw, that's cute! How sweet. The repeated nerfs to Death Knight are showing that it's kind of impossible to nerf a class where all the class cards are just better than other classes. True. I'm gonna say it makes more sense to do this. I was just gonna Geist. I also considered Hero Power. What? Come on! Whatever. But I ultimately went for this line because I figured something like this might happen. Which lets me get a free hit with a Death Speaker. Which potentially lets me go into a Mad Hatter turn. We'll see how that works out. You just got vinced. Oh. For this to be good, all three would have to go on the Death Speaker, which is not really feasible. Although maybe buffing this is low-key worth it, because then... I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Banshee does a ton here. Like, how do they play from here with that A-bomb on the board? What's the plan? Unfortunately, we don't have, like, damage out of hand. So, I actually don't know how we're gonna clear it. Maybe with this spell. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, we could play Streetwise and give them the trade. Banshee Hatter? What are you trying to do, Blob? What are you trying to do this turn? Freeze it? Freeze it in Tanglefur? Just giving this Divine Shield is not bad either. What do we think about just giving that Divine Shield? Force them to trade into the 3-2. You have a 3-4 with Divine Shield. They Hero Power, play a 4-drop. Coroner gets a lot better next turn. Probably, I don't know, maybe it is still freeze. Put a shield on something next turn. What was that? Oh, Mule. Mule. Oh, maybe actually Mule is actually really annoying for us? Because now they could just hide behind the Mule and we have to like kill to get through. Unless we find that damage out of hand that we have discussed that we're lacking. Silver Moon. Okay, how about... Pretty funny, right? This is why you're not supposed to draft the Abomination. He got bombs in his belly. Dudes. I'm playing taunts. At least they're not healing. Bone Mare's like kind of not good here. Play this and this. I was thinking about the Hatter. I was thinking about that. Bone Mare was very close to being good, but the 5-1 A-bomb clears the taunt too easily. Oh, chill. That'd be a 7-6. I don't know. It's a pretty aggressive play, so we'll do it this way. There's a line where you trade the 3-2, buff the 1-1 with Bone Mare, go face, give the Bone Mare extra attack. Alright. Come on, Mad Hatter, help me out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, you almost fucking helped me out, but you didn't. You didn't. God damn it. Oh! Reborn on the charge would have cleared. Yeah, I guess you're right. It would have. That would have been better, huh? My bad. I think I'm getting too frustrated. I'm not seeing clearly. Yeah, we were 1 off, and we have made that play before, putting Reborn on the thing to get 1 extra. It's just too easy for them to clear the 5-1. It's not actually a very good Reborn. Oh, they just have another one? Alright. Alright. And, you know, our Invincible got vinced, so we don't really have any answers left. Alright. We got close. 14, 15. Yeah. Yikes. Well, with Meat Grinder in our deck, we better keep Invincible, so we don't destroy it. I mean, we play one of them, right? Since we have 3 in hand. I guess maybe just a hero power is appropriate. Could have played one of these and traded. Feels like a slight bit of a waste. You get another 1/2 on board, but not sure how useful that would be. I guess if they play like a 3/4, well, they didn't. Well, they didn't. They played like a 2/2. Yay! Every time I play this card, a shudder goes through my spine. Six. Hero power, sidekick gives a 5/1, unfortunately. Oh, we're taking this trade. Hey, Shroot. I had a horrible hunter this morning, and I had a horrible hunter yesterday morning, so and I'm the hunter master, so I don't know about all these buffs they're saying Hunter got. I'm feeling kind of sad. But my other runs have been good since the adjustments. Two and 2 or Banshee. I actually think 2 and 2 makes a lot of sense. They both have upside of generating material, and they both are targets for our skeletal sidekicks. And everything having 3 power goes into the Fiend nicely, I guess. Can indeed be a fickle one. Alright, they had one answer. Webweave. Answer number 2. And they don't need a third, because answer number 2 took care of everything they could possibly need. We could webweave. It's actually kind of okay. I'm worried though. I'm worried about this one. Howling Blast is nice to have. Yeah, I already mentioned I haven't seen that movie, John Coffin. So I rate it question mark out of 5 blobs. Siphon Soul? Maybe. Yeah, I guess we could check. But what if we want a Bone Mare here? Kind of okay, right? No, John, I already said you'd never redeemed one for Avengers Endgame. So I did that one for free. So I won't refund you for this one, because they cancel each other out. But now I've explained this fully twice, and I feel like I'm just repeating myself, and that's a little bit obnoxious, right? I really don't mind explaining why I do things most of the time. I only ask that you, if you ask a question about why I do things, stick around to hear my explanation. That's all I ask. That's a good one. Dang. We're getting low on health. I hope they trade here. They, of course, don't, which makes sense. I wouldn't if I were them. Yeah, now we're getting to the point where this is kind of unplayable. But we have a decent play here. Because we can get our Mad Hatter off. Evil Dead. So, I actually think, technically speaking, I haven't seen The Evil Dead. Even though I did see Evil Dead 2, which is kind of a remake of The Evil Dead. I have seen Ash vs. The Evil Dead. So I assume I would also like the original Evil Dead. They're all like 4 out of 5 blobs for me. I love Sam Raimi, especially early Sam Raimi. I have a great affection for him because he also made the Spider-Man movies that are near and dear to my heart. Alright, now we get into Invincible. Am I trading? Am I smorking? 9 damage. It's wiped out by a single hard removal. I think I have to trade. Because I feel like the likelihood that they don't have removal is extremely small. Yeah, I love the, like, demented horror of Sam Raimi. The camera whipping about here and there, and limbs and blood and gore and guts. I'm a fan of it. And he's one of those guys who just has such an amazing intuition for cinema. Three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Yeah, we were talking about Martin McDonagh earlier, because we were talking about Banshees. He's a filmmaker who I typically really enjoy. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is a movie. I saw it in the theater with a friend. And we liked the movie. Unwilling Sacrifice, huh? We did like the movie. But after, like, thinking about it more and reading about it more, the movie has a lot of... I would consider the movie to be a sort of a failure in terms of what it had set out to do. Which sounds harsh, but this is an Irish director who is trying to make a movie about American racism, and I don't think he got there. He's got a kind of a lukewarm liberal perspective on it, which is like, we should all treat each other nicer and everyone's redeemable and like, what's important is like individual choices rather than political or collective work. And damn, sneeze really wrecked me here, huh? How dare you? I guess we're playing Bomb Squad now. And we're hurrying to the face because we're playing Bomb Squad. We're about to take some damage. Like, Sam Rockwell straight up commits some hate crimes in the movie, and the movie is so concerned with redeeming his character. And being like, why did this tortured man... Why was he inspired to do the hate crimes? And I thought parts of it were really funny. I think that the performances were generally strong. The lead actor is, you know, Frances McDormand's a legend. But I think a lot of cultural commentators after seeing that movie were just kind of like, yeah, McDonagh, he's brilliant, but he probably shouldn't make movies about American politics. And he made Banshees of Inisherin next, which I thought was phenomenal and is all of, like, a deep tissue slice of like Irish culture and community, and it was amazing. If you want to watch that lead in a phenomenal movie, I would recommend Fargo, Coen Brothers film. Resurrect. Well, I'm not gonna want to resurrect that, huh? I guess I save Howling Blast for the time being. Draw first. Oh, shoot. I forgot that that would be... I forgot that that would be possible, of course. Of course it would be the hero power. Amore Pochi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the fun dungeon. Of course. Redamage to an enemy, so this can actually go face. Oh, the heal. Son of a gun. 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. That was the heal that made the difference. But it's okay, we can do stuff here. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? This? Hang on. This? Yeah, Yeah, maybe you can give us lethal. It's possible. Not quite, huh? Oh, we are close, Chad. We are close. We used our burn spell, which is a bit sad, but we used it to not waste a bunch of damage on trading. Morning, CJ. How you doing this morning? I was wondering if you'd be up on time to catch the brunch. Yep, there's the hard removal. Okay. This is annoying. This is annoying. Coroner? Can we get there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we do need something else in order to get there. Not that. I need the 6/6 on the board, so... What if I messed up the board space and just summoned the 1/1? That'd be pretty funny. They haven't been able to, like, burn me or anything, so... They just put taunt after taunt after taunt. Have we finally gotten there? I also wish he texted last night. Or, you know, a little bit sooner than a couple of hours beforehand. Ouch. Another taunt, but I think we are there. I think we are there. No, Horn of Winter! Oh my goodness! That game. I consider myself a bit of a movie buff, and then I come here and wonder if I've ever watched a movie before in my life. John Coffin really puts me to the test, I'll tell you that. I've heard of a lot of the movies John Coffin mentions, but nobody else makes me strike out as much. So we all have our people who we respect as having a depth and breadth of knowledge beyond us, or at least a different terrain of it. We all have our John Coffins. I know movies like CJ knows emails. Corazon. My heart goes out to our opponent. Gotta say, as far as the word heart goes, Spanish got it right. Corazon. Much better word for heart than heart. Heart. That doesn't sound nice. But corazon fits so much better in, like, poetry and music, I bet. I'm thinking our opponent's not here. Gotta end turn fast. Do you know how to say heart in French? No. Le heart? I don't know if anyone really knows. Just hasn't come up. Liqueur? 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 Okay, we have a new last place. Not that it's a competition. Yeah, I believe Isoleucine was asking me that one from a position of knowledge, not ignorance. For other languages, there's a few ways to do it, CJ, but some people, there's like virtual keyboards and different hotkeys and stuff. We got a donkey in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. In American English, a donkey says hee-haw, H-E-E-H-A-W. In some other languages, a donkey says E-O, E-O. The Bad Bunch. This... You know, John, I was literally right about to say you're gonna get a refund for this one. I haven't seen it, but I have seen it. It's called The Bad Batch. I just for a second I didn't recognize what you were talking about, but then I was like, oh, Keanu and Momoa. Oh, I remember that movie. No sorry's necessary. It's all good. I might go with that. I don't know. Is this gonna be useful to us? I'll throw that away. We have 3 of the damn things. Okay, The Bad Batch. The Bad Batch is the second film from an Iranian filmmaker named Anna Lily Amirpour. Her first film is called A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I'm a huge fan of that movie. It's a black and white Iranian vampire film. It's a slow cinema movie. Very deliberate pace. Visually striking. I loved their first movie a lot. The Bad Batch is her follow-up, which is not a black and white film. It's a very colorful film. It's a bright, vibrant dystopia out in the desert. I think the premise was something like America decided that it was gonna take a lot of its worst criminals and just like boot them into this no man's land across the border. And I guess those criminals are the Bad Batch. The protagonist is a woman with like a smiley face shirt, and I don't know, there's a lot of brutal violence that happens in the movie, and also one extremely bizarre cameo from Jim Carrey, who you probably wouldn't even recognize. I like The Bad Batch a whole lot less than A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. It's less focused. It's kind of all over the place in terms of its characters and narrative. But I think it's still worth checking out if you're into that sort of movie, like a violent dystopian type thing. Keanu plays essentially like a town cult leader. He does an okay job. Momoa, there's some great scenes where Jason Momoa is painting in the movie for like a really long time. He's just like painting a portrait, and he's got these little tiny glasses on, and his small child is there with him, and you're like, oh, this is nice. We get to see the sweet, sensitive side of Jason Momoa. Yeah, that's not how the card works, my friend. But she's really into this like bubblegum sexy type vibe, sort of like Spring Breakers or something. I probably we could Soul Barrage. Probably am okay to trade though. We could give this Reborn. I don't want to lose too many cards from our deck. Yeah, so we could just take the trade here, it's fine. I like getting 2 spells out of this. Let the right one in. I decided not to watch it after a half hour. After watching Jason Momoa snacking on a girl, I said, ew, not for me. Yeah, that's the other side of his sensitive side of the movie, I guess. Yeah, it's a movie I would only recommend to people who are into that sort of thing. But I do generally recommend A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night to anyone who's into genre or vampire stuff. Here we could maybe do a Dark Trance play. Not sure really what else we would do if not for that. You could do Brewmaster Peasant and Shell. Have a 4-3 and a 3-2. Untargetable. It's kind of interesting, because then maybe this can draw you some cards. I don't really know what the best way to set up for this would be. You know what? I've talked myself into this kind of strange play. Could use some draws, hopefully we get them. Yeah, 6 wood players, that's right. Alright, I'm ready for another challenge. I'll do Veritas's. Let the right one in. Let the right one in, let the right one in. So it's another vampire movie. So there's Let Me In. And there's Let the Right One In. And I'm trying to remember which is which. So it looks like the Swedish film is Let the Right One In. And the American one is Let Me In? I don't know why they just made the title worse for the American movie. Let the Right One is such a better title. Soul Barrage, huh? Or do we want to transformation to try to get Invincible going? Maybe that's smarter. Give them this juicy trade so they ignore the 4-5. Okay, well good, because the Swedish one's the one I've seen. I thought it was great. I mean, 4 to 4.5 out of 5 blobs. I'm always impressed. God damn it! Oh my Could you think of a worse punish for my play? Could you think of a worse punish? I used my undead and I used my weapon killer and they played the Frostmourne. Oh. Oh my god. Alright. Gotta move on. Oh, I'm so mad I didn't Soul Barrage. What was I thinking? I'm really impressed with any movie that can work with child actors effectively, and Let the Right One In is a great example of that, and not even the only Swedish film I've seen that's true of. I'm pretty sure the movie We Are the Best, which is about a high school punk rock band, I think that's also a Swedish movie and also has phenomenal child actors in it. But there's a really sweet ambiguity at the center of this child vampire story because it's a coming of age thing. It's about love, romance, and also like predatory vampirism. That ambiguity plays really well because it speaks to how ambivalent a lot of puberty can be. Alright, we better kill them fast here. And we might be able to. Angry's gotta be here for all of the vampire movie talk. They've seen any vampire movie you could think of, they've seen it. They're obsessed. Another glacial advance. Whoopie-dee-doo. Did you forget about that part? I mean, all you need to do is hero power. But, like, we should be able to kill them, right? If they can't kill our 5-1? Please? They don't have a taunt in here, do they? Oh, they have the goddamn Sentinel. Oh, we have this, though. Oh, but they can rush me! Oh my god! What the hell is this as well? Ah! What's going on? I knew the Malignant was coming? How could you know the Malignant was coming? It's banned. Well, if that kills it. I think looking for lethal in here is the way to go. But how do we... Do I shoot a hero power? I could try to Soul Barrage. Easy lethal? Yeah, right. Well, that worked weirdly well, because now they can't kill this. They only have 14 damage on us. Dude. All I need is one burn. All I need is one burn. Howling does it. Yeah, there's nothing that we could possibly do beyond just this. That's it. Oh! Oh, man. Stressful stress. I gotta catch my breath after that one. Infinite. What if someone digs it up? May God have mercy on his soul. Oh, I know it. I know this one. It took me a minute, but I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. Because at first I was like, well, he's not gonna do Indiana Jones twice in a row. I'll give chat a minute or so to figure it out, but I know what it is. CJ's doing a challenge where he does movie quotes and I have to guess what movie they're from. I think Baron's really important actually, so I will keep it. And the potential of getting Embalm around here, although unlikely, is still possible. Of course, a coin hero power. Alright, a lot punished and never punished in that game. Not that the Ooze turn was an actual misplay, just weird back and forth. Yeah, a lot of weird back and forth for sure. And you can sometimes get punished. I guess punish doesn't only apply to when you make a misplay. Are we doing double sidekick to have a board presence, or are we saving double sidekick for high impact later? I think I save it actually. I'll play Baron next turn. Happy Cat or Daytoma, lovely to see you here. Tomo, I wrote like 3 sentences of my essay for you yesterday, but then Angry came home and so we watched TV. Which I'd say overall is good news. PTSD! I'll be more deliberate with my ooze this time around. Oh, I forgot to give my answer for the challenge. Person 1, what if someone digs it up? Person 2, may God have mercy on his soul. Jumanji. Jumanji, right? You're gonna give one of the rhymes? Nice. You didn't have to roast me like that, Toma. The acting from the kids in that movie is phenomenal. Yeah, it's amazing. I guess I will do the sidekicks now. Because I don't think I can just hero power at this point. Terrible against the AoE, but they're at least 1 blood. Recently watched Zathura again. Any of y'all remember it? Oh yeah, I remember Zathura. Possible that Suspect is just a better play here, but from mana progression, I guess I like discovering the spell. There's actually a movie about that, Veritas, in a way. It's called Shadow of the Vampire. And it stars Willem Dafoe as a vampire who's playing a vampire in the original Nosferatu. So it's quasi-historical fiction. Could do a Hatter play. It's nice to get Hatter down when you can. Thanks for the gifted sub to Rick Astley. Thank you, CJ. I am never going to give up trying to win your challenges. This Patchwork that thought it was targeted. The one nice thing about Patchwork is that it's not targeted. Jumanji, one sec. They're one red and one green. Corpse Explosion, Blood Boil. I guess this is better against Blood Boil. But worse against Asphyxiate. So... So we go for this? Three in a row, first guess? Yes. Jumanji! It was Asphyxiate! Nailed it! Nailed it! Nice. Okay, but they are double blood. I'm waffling a bit here, but I think I am going to give Jumanji a relatively... I have 8, 13... Is this lethal? Yeah, it is. A relatively modest score at 3 out of 5 blobs, still above average. Maybe it verges on a 3.5. I think it's a really entertaining kids movie that has a lot of flaws. The special effects look pretty bad. I'm not gonna hold that against it too much. They're like cartoony, they fit the vibe, I guess. Not sure about the monkeys, I'm not sure how I feel about the monkeys. I don't know if that part of the movie works exactly. All the stuff with Robin Williams is great, like him coming out of the game. That's really where the movie thrives. Oh, look who we're facing against. We got a streamer battle, folks. We got a streamer battle. Death Knight v Death Knight here at 8-1. Oh, dang. What are we keeping? Not you. Keep a meat grinder. And I guess I'll keep a Banshee because we don't have a lot of 4s. Let's look for another 3. It took me a while to realize, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, but to realize that Robin Williams' father in that movie also plays the big game hunter who's trying to kill him. Something I really like about Jumanji is how threatening that big game hunter actually is. Like, it really does seem like our heroes could get obliterated by a old school shotgun. They did the menace of that relatively silly villain pretty well. Hi, Mida. And hello, Coffee. Coffee by proxy. Well, I'm stumped. Am I using this just to kill that one drop? I'm like, actually just stumped here. How about this? Let's coin the 3. Thank you, Mita, for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the fun dungeon here. Glad to have you. Hero power to kill this. Or coin grinder, but if you coin grinder, you do not have a great follow-up. I think I'll hero power this turn and coin force, perhaps? Don't fall for their mind games! Those kept triple Astalor. That's alright, we could beat triple Astalor. No big deal. See, that's he's saving the triple Astalor for turn 4 when it's active. Banshee of Inisherin. 8mm. Haven't seen that. Had no idea Nicolas Cage was in it. Give you a refund here. Zathura review? Zathura is like maybe 2 out of 5 blobs. It was weird. It was like a sequel to Jumanji that wasn't actually a sequel to Jumanji. It's like a spiritual successor in a way. I remember being very disappointed with it as a child because I did like Jumanji so much. But if you look at the movie itself, I think it's fine. Takes the fantasy of Jumanji, brings it to a sci-fi level. I don't really remember anything about the characters or the plot, to be honest with you. Winner keeps the viewers. Grudge match. Who needs to have above average frost cards to go infinite anyway? It's true, our deck has been treating us well despite my skepticism. That Frost Strike is strong. It has gone a long way. Are you gonna kill my Banshee? You're not. Interesting dose. You wanna pop my guy? I wonder why. Surely you're not trying to get me to discard my whole deck, right? Corner active next turn, 2 more turns till Sentinel. Maybe we can get something good out of this Geist. Ghost is a great player. You know, this brings to mind the conversation we were having earlier about Gary Kasparov versus Deep Blue, the last great chess master to have a chance at beating a computer. Boy, that's rough. Because we were talking about how for Kasparov it was different facing against a computer than facing a person because you have different expectations about the plays that they're making. I find that's also true for Hearthstone Arena. When I queue into somebody like Dose of Coffee, I do treat their plays differently than a random name I don't recognize, because I know for a fact that Dose is an excellent player, so anything he does is gonna have that assumption behind it, meaning I can make assumptions about what he's trying to do. Arms dealer hero power. Or we go 2-2-2. The hero power goes in here. That's not bad. So start here. Draw 2 spells. Ah, graveyard shift. Okay. This is very good to have going into next turn because it sets up Invincible beautifully. And this 5/5, is that an undead? Two is right for the film, kind of meh, although I like some of the imagery. Yeah, that's about how I remember it. I didn't remember that Kristen Stewart was in it. For 40 minutes of runtime, she's literally just frozen solid by the game. That has a thing for an incestuous guy. What the heck? Oh, Kirsten Dunst. Oh. Well, I don't think, I don't necessarily think Frostworm makes sense here. What if I just start with a Soul Barrage? God, I don't know what I'm doing here. Beautiful. Beautiful. We did take damage to the face, which is a little bit Monka-esque. We can Arms Dealer and Frostworm. Dunst is in Jumanji. Oh, right. Yes, I remember that now. Yeah, she's cute in it. She's a little tiny kid. We're actually on EU right now, Gary Glaive. Pretty sure. Uh-oh. So much yellow in my hands. Oh my god. Wait, here's an idea. Do I like this idea that I'm about to espouse? Buff this. Trade. Cause I peed on it, Jason. Cause I peed on it. Ha! And then play that. You could also hero power, and you could do like I think this is what we're going for. Yeah, this is good, I think. Asphyxiate. Well, that's sad. Wow. Okay, sure. Alright. Okay. I really don't like playing with Invincible, y'all. Why that one? This doesn't work good for me. I don't know what to tell you. We had 1 or 2 good games with it this run. I mean, minion. I mean, I guess it's just this. Hero power doesn't do anything, and this is not really doing much, but... He's running us out of stuff very ably. That asphyxiate plus weapon turn was devastating. I think his deck is much better than ours. Like, look at what he has. It's all premium. Asphyxiate, Blightfang, Deathstrike, Swarmguard, Possessifier, Ashbringer. Gargoyle's pretty good too, and the Commander. Wow. What could we draw that keeps us competitive? At least she's trading a lot. Etten. I can work with that. I can work with that. Hang on. Borderlow. +2, +1. You know what? I would actually rather get the buff on here, I think. Even though this would have allowed us to clear, I think I would still rather get the buff on the more permanent minion. Yeah, we're kind of out of stuff, and he's got 4 more cards, so I'm thinking we lose this one. Maybe Geist into Scourge is our big out, or if we Battle Master, like, immediately? Like, if we top deck Battle Master now. Okay. Dark Transformation. Merchant. Okay, that'll be our silence target. Gotta play the use. Gotta play the use. Gotta play it. Which means he's playing a weapon next turn. Okay, yeah, he was trying to save that for sure. You still feel like Chill Fallen was the pick over Corpse Explosion? I guess I don't feel differently about it. I would say that. So we take 5 damage from this. But there's no way for us to clear everything without trading it in. If we leave the 4/6 up, it's a problem. It's a problem. Ah, shit. No, you're right. We would just lose everything, so we would just have to not take value trades. I don't know. Is that the right play? You could just leave the 2/3 up? Oh, that's kind of dumb, too. Honestly, I think this is how we... have a chance. Even though they can go face, hero power face, and then basically have lethal set up the moment that dies, I still think this is how we have a chance. Because we might find Battle Master, we might find Howling Blast. So like 1/3 of our deck could potentially help us from here. I think we need the momentum more than we need to be defensive. Bone Mare? It'd be over very quick if you got Bone Mare. Another Lion's Guard, and he is going face, meaning we would have to full clear or something. Asphyxiate? Okay. We didn't get what we needed. However, the answer could still be in here. We can't really give it Reborn because, like, Scourge, you know? I need the mana for it. Or if it's like... I guess Twisting Nether kills me too, huh? So it's gotta be like Scourge, specifically. And Reborning it doesn't actually even really help us, so... Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. They take 2 damage. Okay, no. We figured this out earlier. We made a mistake earlier, but let's not make it again. I mean, yeah, so we give this Reborn. Oh, dose. He still very much may win this. We're ahead on the board, but barely. It's precarious. It'd be better for him to send Ghoul into the 2/2. I don't remember enough to tell you. Prepare your ghasts to be flabbered, chat. Prepare them. Oh, man. Yeah, and he's gonna go into my bomber, right? Ace. Yeah, no, that might make more sense. Sidekick? Okay. Would have liked the Battle Master draw, I think, but... Oh no! Okay. And we're still not there unless we draw Battle Master or maybe Blast. I guess Blast can go face. Trying to see what the card is. Can't get a glimpse of it. Mistress? Mistress? Dude. My draws are not cooperating with me. So what the hell is the plan? Hey, Pandemonium. I suppose we want to kill the mistress? Cause like... we just need that Battle Master, man. So now we're both at 12. I don't really think we get any benefits from leaving the mistress up. Oh no! As bad as my top decks have been, I think Doses have been worse, to be honest. You got a 2-3, a Ravencaller, and now a Wretched Tiller. I wonder what's in his deck. Here it is. 3, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Y'all. Y'all. Oh, man. Oh, Dose's blood must be boiling right now. I see what you did there, Veritas. And I did what you see there. I was watching both sides, deeply fascinating to see how both inside each other's minds you were. Yeah, were our reads good? Oh, 8 and 3? Let me go say hi to him.
That was a genuinely good game. Hey, thank you so much, CJ. That is... Holy crap. GG, man. That was a lovely game, dude. I enjoyed it. I wrote you during the mulligan. I was in the bathroom. I don't know if you're hearing me. Yes. Holy howdy, I am on bed. Fantastic game. GG, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Good luck with the run. Take it all the way, Blubby. Take it all the way.
I think we can take it all the way.
Everyone was watching both sides of that.
I believe.
I hope you enjoyed it. That was a good game. Am I doing a little...
Yeah, that was such a good game. And,
Yeah, I just streamed like another half
you know, you could say anything you want to about our respective good or bad top decks or generators or discovers, but that was such a tug of war.
think about it.
We were both very deliberately setting ourselves up for all sorts of potentials, and Hurricane PJ. Is that a Team America reference? He had 90% 1 and 2 drops left, gotcha. Well, he was really... I thought I was gonna lose the game after that asphyxiate, that asphyxiate weapon turn. Like, for a while, he was coming really hard with the good removals and good bodies, and I really didn't think we were gonna be able to stabilize, but I guess he drew in a front-loaded way. And if memory serves, he also started the game slow, so a lot of his early curve that was meant to get ahead of us was probably at the bottom of his deck, so pretty unfortunate. Dark Bishop Benedictus. What the hell? What the hell? Dark Bishop Benedictus at 9-1 for priest. Oh no. He kind of misplayed on the Lion's Guard. Kind of, but I don't think he was wrong. I don't know if I would call that a misplay. Maybe something that you might wish you had done different. But I don't think I would call that a misplay. If all you have in your hand are 2 Lion's Guards, and I'm running out of stuff, I think it makes a lot of sense to commit those 4/6 bodies. And they were very nearly enough to kill me. Like, when I was, like, sweating under pressure and had to discover Blood Boil or else, I was in that situation because he played those Lion's Guards. And I would have been able to rest more easily and do stuff like Reborn my Geist and get more value if he hadn't played the Lion's Guards. He had that legendary? Oh, wow. Just gonna do this. If for some bizarre reason they don't clear it, we can give it Reborn. Just don't really love Graveyard Shift into this, and I don't think I really want to get that out right now either. Well, this is something that can come in handy. If he had drawn Lorthamar Theron, he probably would have blown me out of the water. Also, if he goes slower and gets the 2 6/10s down, our Blood Boil can just tick on them multiple times since we'd have more health to work with. Yeah, it's easy to look at his plays and notice the loss of value. But it's harder to see everything that he gained by tempoing those cards, which almost killed us. So I would say I think that he absolutely should have tempoed those when he did. We could try to get two of these, huh? Might be worth it since we're kind of falling pretty far behind here. Look for some sort of comeback card. Ghost raids? Word, I'll look forward to Deke pressing after that game with him. Dose of coffee. The dose with the most. The Dose Destroyer. Oh man, we did a lot of work to destroy each other in that game. Hey everyone, hey Staples, Pandemonium, Hangman Kayani, Aranador, and of course Dose of Coffee. Thank you for giving that shout out, Veritas. Loved the game, it was so funny. I laughed so hard when we found the Blood Boil. I'm so sorry about that. So oh my god, this is what I was looking for, actually. How psyched were you to see Blood Boil get generated? Yeah, I was looking for this to get generated, but I was quite psyched to see the Blood Boil. So we were just having a little discussion here. Maybe I can do something a little silly this turn. I'm gonna try to get the buff on here. Yeah. At least we could take care of that. We were just having a discussion here, though. Somebody in the chat said they thought you misplayed by tempoing the Lion's Guards. Because you sure could have used them as 6/10 taunts a few turns later. But Veritas and I were disagreeing. We thought you actually made the smart play by tempoing them, because it seemed like they were just like kind of all you had in your hand. And the only reason that I was on death's door when I was because you tempoed those cards. That's a nice discount here. Real nice. So if you had given me more space, I could have gotten my operations up and running, got a better blood boil off. I think you were definitely right to pressure me there. Could silence that. Play that. Not a great turn, but it's something. At first I was like, what is your deck doing at this win rate? But then things started changing. Yeah, I do recall having a very slow start. Very Monka-esque slow start. This deck is performing well. When I drafted it, I did not actually think it was that good of a deck. So joke's on me. We're not, like, dead if we do Invincible, right? That makes it a 7/7. It goes in here. Honestly, we're close to dead, but I do still think it's the right play. Just trying to make it the Scourge. Sentinel can help us, but they could very well kill us this turn, or maybe next. We'll find out. The double Divine Shield turn. Yeah, I thought about ripping those double Divine Shield taunts before the Invincible play. I'll tell you what put me on halt, though, was your Asphyxiate plus Heal weapon turn. I thought we were done for after that. That was so powerful. And it really... trying to figure out how to deal with your whole board of taunts. The 8/8 and the 1/2s. That was a head scratcher as well. You're playing Banshee and Mad Hatter. I was confused. I suppose I was a bit confused as well. Alright, one more turn to Scourge. Let's kill this. Play a couple 3s. And if we survive, we'll see what this is hitting for. Now you go 12? I'm hoping. I mean, we've already outperformed what I thought we were gonna do. This opponent's hitting us pretty hard. They are almost out of cards, though. Those last turns were so complex. Yeah, it's like, I know I have to Bomb Lobber, and I think I have to value... The real tough one for me was I could have cleared your board the turn that I decided instead to value trade. Like, I let you set up lethal there, because I didn't know what else to do. Yeah, very complex. I suppose... we're kind of screwed. The Elec is strong. We would need a Coroner, which we've already used. Their Hunter, yeah. Can I Bomb Squad my own Bomb Squad? So I just die immediately? Well, we gotta hope to get as many taunts as possible. That's about it. Actually enough, Pog. You die in 3 turns. Oh. Well, that's gonna be the case anyway. And we got this, though, so if they kill our taunts... We actually have a shot here. I still think they're more likely to win, but we have a shot. Did they not know that we get the taunts back? We do get the taunts back, right? Blobby won, all black. But just barely. It was a hell of a game if you want to go back and look at it. I'm sure this run will end up on my YouTube as well. In maybe about half a week, so if you want to check out on my YouTube. Putting me to 1. Math time? 14, 17, 23, 27, 30. So... so we win? Let me count again. 14, 17, 23, 27, 30. So we could just hit here, Bomb Squad, and win, and we can do it with Bone Mare as well, right? Please, God, tell me I didn't miscount. Oh, man. That sucks for them. Oh, man. Putting us to 1 health, and then going from 30 to 0. Hey, John. That's Scourge for you. They shouldn't have killed my... I don't know if they realized that Kel'Thuzad would bring that back. Battlemaster was way over lethal. I think Bone Mare was also lethal, so there were multiple different ways to do it. I just wanted to calculate one way and make sure I had it right. And that was the simplest one. I'd be so panicked that I miscounted there. I was a little nervous, not gonna lie. This and this is pretty good next turn. Battlemaster was plus 14 damage, so I felt like that was simpler. Well, okay, then I'm wrong and I shouldn't be playing the game. Because my lethal was worse than your lethal and Chad is always smarter. Are you happy? Are you happy? Because I am. Are you not entertained? Just put a big fat asterisk next to this 10 and 1. Could have lethaled harder. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dose is referencing a nasty comment he got in chat earlier today that made me laugh so hard. I think I meat grinder first because I don't want to rush to give them a 2-drop here, just in case they don't have a curve play. Although, potentially, it could have helped us next turn to have a 2-drop available. Whatever. You know, it took me about 3 hours so that someone finally explained what they actually meant. Oh, no, I know exactly what it means. It means any reason you waited 2.5 minutes to do the obvious play. I'm good at interpretation. Any rhymes you wait 2.5 min to do the obesely. It's one of my favorite things I've ever seen typed in Twitch chat. Dose of Blobby. Oh. Nice top kick. I honestly really needed this top kick, because we only win this game through immediate pressure, right? I think it was either a portmanteau of obvious play, or he was misspelling obviously, but syntactically using it in the wrong place. Either way. Either way, one of the finest minds of our time. Mystic 2-drop and Smork is my primary impulse here. Well, that's cool. I'll take that. So Bone Mare comes down. Actually, help me out, Chad. Bone Mare comes down sooner, but we still want Invincible, right? You're analyzing like it's art now? Anything can be the raw materials for art. I would absolutely make art out of Twitch chats. I'll take the better card, but when it sucks for me, I'll blame you, chat. Blame you for not telling me to do the better thing. Plus 20 seems good. It's never plus 20 though. Three fives. Holy cats. Well, that's a nice corner at least. 2, 4, 5, 6. Three, 2. Or face. And this is exactly why I was wondering whether Bone Mare was the better pick, because Bone Mare looking a lot better than Invincible right now. Ten mana Fireball at worst. That's a good point. If you can get to 10 mana. They ran out of corpses? Oh, but it's a Razor Leaf. What the hell? I knew it. I knew Bone Mare was gonna be better. Invincible never works for me, man. I've drafted it 5 times. It sucks every time. I kinda hate this card at this point. Okay, calm down, Blobby. You can still get there, right? Don't know how, because you're just playing an 8 mana 5/5 next turn, but... It's just a horrendous draw, come on. I've drafted Invincible 5 times. I've liked it none of those times. This is the best Invincible deck I've had. I'll admit that, at least. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Oh, wow. So, of the 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies made with men in giant foam suits with barely moving mouths, that's the one I've seen the least. For whatever reason, I think just because we had it on VHS, I watched the third one a ton, where they time travel back to feudal Japan. Although I think that's the worst one. Judging only by my experience of this card, and I know it's better than my experience, but judging only by my experience, I would rate it like a B tier legendary. I think maybe B minus. I would rate Secret of the Ooze 3 out of 5 blobs. I actually don't really remember how much I like it. That's the one with Bebop and Rocksteady, right? I remember there's like, Shredder returns and they drop a dock on him or something. I like those movies. Is Bone Mare better? Don't ask me that question right now. I'm still hurting. I'm still hurting. Not really any reason to play this. Turtles and a half-shelled turtle power. Bone Mare wasn't lethal, though. We would have put Bone Mare on the Razor Leaf to block their damage, and the Bone Mare would have chunked through these taunts a lot faster, so... It wasn't lethal in the sense that this can't attack, but... We would have been able to use the last 3 turns playing minions rather than... I guess we just play this here. And pint size. I think that's our line. I guess this is the way. Wait, does pint size last till their turn, or am I stupid? Oh no, I'm stupid. Okay. Well, I'm stupid. My bad. That's what power creep does to an MFer, you know? You just assume that its cards are better than they actually are. Yeah, Wave of Apathy is indeed what I was thinking of. Dude, if we could top deck Howling Blast here... Untargetable. Oh no. Okay. Nope. I really just prefer not to draft Invincible now, I think. Like, I don't wanna reduce it all to this game. But it's a like all meta I've had this experience of taking Invincible and being disappointed by it. But yeah, very close game. I do think with the other line we win this one. But there's no way you could predict top decking Invincible on the only turn this game where you would not want to do that. It's more of a win more card, but it does give a great edge in an even game. That's what people are saying. But I do find that every time I play it, it ends up like it did in our game, where you just asphyxiate and use a weapon to clear it very easily. It ends up getting cleared way more easily than I thought it would, and went before the set was released. And I find it just kind of leaves me behind anyway. But this all might be confirmation bias. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break, chat, and grab some foods. I think there's some food downstairs for me to grab. I'll be back in just a few minutes, and I'll be happy to finish this run out with you guys. And we'll see what Invincible can do in our final 1 or 2 games, okay? I believe it can redeem itself. Got a turkey wrap here, courtesy of Angry Bee. Looks pretty good. I feel like this deck is doing better than it should have. Yeah, Dose's deck went 8 wins, and I thought that was better than this one. I've had many decks that I thought were better than this go fewer wins in Death Knight. But maybe there's something to learn from it. Enjoy your lurk. Thank you for the really good game. Thank you for the generous raid. And thank you for being you, Dose of Coffee. You're the bomb. Yeah, the Blight Fang, right? The Blight Fang was the other big play from Dose's deck. Really strong. Now, Blight Fang, I think I would rather play with that than Invincible, easily. Are we looking at Banshee first, or Suspect? It's an interesting question. Maybe Suspect here? Although Soulbreaker can kill the first layer of Suspect. The thing I'm choosing to learn from this deck is that Frost Runes are OP and Invincible is carrying us. Well, I would never tell anyone what they should or should not learn. I would merely try my best to offer guideposts. Maybe just Suspect now. Angle for an Argent Protector. If I can avoid playing multiple cards reasonably, I'll try to. Huh. What, dude? Why? What? Why? I guess If either of these survive, we have Bone Mare. Ah. So this could be lethal. 50-50 for lethal? I think it's worth it. It's worth a try, right? $75-25. If it hits Bone Mare or my face, we win, so... Ah, but you mean 75-25 for lethal. Yeah. If it kills the Battle Master, we don't have it either. $11 wins, we're in spitting distance. Tui. Hatui. Give us a warrior? That'd be fun. Jack Rip. Scary name. Ah, what's the pick? AoE? Let's go AoE. Seems like an aggressive Warlock. Alright. This might survive until we can reborn it. That'd be great. That would mean our plan worked perfectly. But this is exactly why I Frost struck first, rather than playing the Geist first. Wow. That's quite a commitment. I guess we could give this Reborn. Banshee low-key has been an MVP of the deck, I would say. He's been absolutely killing it. Can maybe even chain Reborns? I think we're going aggressive. This is a little bit worrisome. Do I ever try to kill this? I will instead choose to keep going face. We have now lost all 3 of our win conditions. Battle Master. Oh, no, this is in hand. Never mind. So we have this. That's good. Putricide. I'm really wondering if they're gonna trade here or not. Thank you for the good luck. Appreciate it, DJ. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought they would pull. Oh man, Corpse Explosion's kind of clutch here. Actually don't have enough corpses for it though. I would prefer to only play 1 card here, so let's do this. We're so screwed. The concoctions are gonna just obliterate us. Maybe we should have Corpse Exploded just to kill the Putricide? I don't know. How do you get the Potion Master? Tangle Fur, Tangle Fur, Tangle Fur! LVP goes to Tangle Fur. I might start avoiding that card, man. It just adds an RNG element that serves me poorly as a bit, like, above average player. It's no good. Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. Shoot. If we Corpse Explosion, they get 2 more concoctions, right? Maybe it's still the play. The bad thing about this line is obviously that they don't have to do anything and they just kill this. But otherwise, I think it's a fine line. Now we can't kill the Dreadlord though. There are a lot of nasty 2-cost minions in this set. And there's also a lot of nasty 1-cost minions. Which I learned when playing a little bit with Ravencaller. This has got to be a Corpse Explosion turn, right? Like, you can silence this and then kill the Dreadlord, but they still have Enchanter up, which we... Well, maybe that would be fine. We only have low health minions on the board anyway. So let's think through the alternative line. If we Corpse Explode, we probably follow it up with, let's say, a Graveyard Shift, or maybe we do 2 in 1, that might be better. If we silence the... What? We silence the Apple Bomb, Hero Power, Sidekick, kill the Dreadlord. That's 2, 4, 5, and then we play like a graveyard shift. It's not bad. Maybe they'll commit more. The thing is, the reason to hold Corpse Explosion would be to get them to commit more, and I'm looking at their hands, and I'm thinking about how many concoctions they have, and they will never commit enough for Corpse Explosion to run them out of value. So let's just start here. Actually, maybe I wanted to do this. Whatever. Now that, my friends, is a coroner target. Holy god. You don't see how this is winnable? That's okay, I'll show you. I guess we don't all have the vision. Pretty funny that they killed their own behemoth. Now, for me personally, I don't see how this is winnable, but maybe somebody out there can see a way. Mortal Coil? Okay. It's a good siphon. Yeah, I think they do win from here. But our weapon's nice. And in fact, I'm actually gonna hold the weapon. Mad Hatter would have been the ideal draw. I guess Sentinel's really good too. So our Death Speaker was just our worst draw. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 face. They're at like 13. I guess 11. I guess we'll do it. I forgot about that. I would have played this turn differently if I knew. I traded everything to protect this Divine Shield. Oh well. So the only way I think we win from here is like Mad Hatter triple buffing our minions. Yeah, alright. So we did end up losing. I don't feel foolish for taking the piss out of Asava Sasha for saying that it looked unwinnable. I stand by my jokes about it, that it was totally winnable. Because we did almost win, like, like a couple of turns ago. They just happened to have a little bit too much for us to overcome. I always make a point to push back against that point of view, because I think 95% of the time most people say a game is unwinnable, it actually is winnable. And I think a big step in improving your gameplay is like engaging with the problem-solving process of figuring out how it might be winnable rather than just writing yourself off, you know? 11-win Warlock? Warlock's not bad right now. They had a particularly good one, though. That was a strong Warlock. It was the Potion Master. It was Tanglefur. Tanglefur did us in. Okay, 11-win Death Knight, something to be very happy about. Cards I'm mad at. Cards I'm mad at. Tanglefur Mystic and Invincible. But yeah, it was a much better deck than I thought it would be. If I were to give something an MVP, you could consider Froststrike, but honestly, Keening Banshee did work. Did work in the game against Dose. It did work in our last win. It even did a lot of work in this game, even though we didn't end up getting there. Yeah, real nice. Real nice. A nice palette cleanser from that terrible Hunter earlier. 205 gold. Is that somehow less gold than I got for 11 wins yesterday?